Food security is a big deal, guys. As we look at the cost of everything increasing, we need to be strategic as a community. We need to start thinking circular economy. We need to start thinking long term. We need to start thinking, how do we invest in ourselves to ensure that our children can eat? The guest that I have on today, guys, he is the head manager and the chief operational officer at Idia Supermarket, a beautiful, beautiful establishment set up in Chateauguay. Guys, it's going to be an exceptional show, a great interview. We're going to have a ball today. Sit back, stay tuned, and get ready. Not just will your spirit and your mind be fed, but your bellies will be fed too. Today on the Empower Hour.
I think this is me.
Welcome to the Empower Hour. We're bringing power to the people because the people have the power. This squad's going to entertain, enlighten, and empower y'all. I'm Queen Kaya, joined by Pharaoh Hammond Freeman and Gina the Great. But before we do anything else, like always, we're going to bless this show and our kings and queens listening.
So, guys, yes, you hear I'm here with the one and only Nzinga. So I'm just gonna bless the show. We'll kick it off again. Blessed melanated rising, my people. I'm glad to have you guys with us today. I'm so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our Creator, and to the ancestors for making it possible for us to be able to be on here today. And I just ask that today's show, let it be uplifting, let it be educational, let it be fun. Let it be entertaining, but most importantly, let it be empowering for each and every one of our listeners as I'm sending out that spirit of love, that spirit of light, unity, strength, great health, peace, wealth, and joy. Hotep, amen, and ashe. And I just want to put it out there, making it clear for everybody that the Empower Hour is an inclusive platform, regardless to your religious denomination, regardless to your race, regardless to your background. The Empower Hour is here for you. Kaya, I don't know if you have met this brother yet. We have this brother Eric, who is the head manager at Supermarché Idia. So IDA Supermarket. Queen, it is a huge supermarket. We're talking about, this is the Adonis of our community. They've opened it in Chateauguay. It's something like 2,000 square feet. It's gigantic. It's a gigantic grocery store, Queen. I am super excited to share, but this is it. It's in Chateauguay. It's right down the street. Like after you cross the bridge to get your cheap gas, you know what I'm talking about. When you cross the Mercier right there, you get the cheap gas. You drive down a couple of blocks, like it's at the corner of like Anjou and I think Saint Jean Baptiste, like the main boulevard. You just keep going straight. Get your gas, keep going straight. You'll see the A&W on your left side. It's right behind the A&W. Huge supermarket, Idia. Anyways, I'm glad to be able to have this brother on. I'm glad to be able to share and to promote. Guys, this is the time. We want to go and support this grocery store, spend money there, let them know what kind of produce and products that you need so that they could order it for you. Make it a point, guys. We should be going from all ends of the world to go support this grocery store. Quinn, did you know this grocery store existed?
No.
Good. This is what we're here.
I didn't. I'm so happy to know about this. And you know what? From the sounds of it, sounds like it'll be worth the drive. I want to go and see what it's about.
Yo, that's what it is. We'll be sharing. We'll be deep diving. We'll be letting everybody know. So you guys stay tuned. Let's do this.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people, y'all.
And we are back. So people, like I had said at the beginning of the show, food security is, anyways, you guys know I talk about it all the time. That's why we have our greenhouse. That's why we set up the retreat. That's why we encourage people to invest in their own. And I am excited, like I said at the beginning of the show, to have this brother on with us. They have created something exceptional for our community. We have the first ever supermarket, and I have to specify, supermarket Market. It's not a conventional grocery store. It's not a mom and pop shop type of corner store. Shout out to you guys anyways, all of them that exist. Mad love to you guys for just doing what you're doing, for holding it down. But in this era, in this day and age, for where we're going, I am very proud to have my brother Eric, who is the COO, Chief Operating Officer and Head Manager at Idia Supermarket. Welcome to the Empower Hour, my brother. Glad to have you on with us today.
I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Good. It's my pleasure. So, first, a little shout out to my homeboy ZGA that made it possible for me to connect with you guys and brother Euphorie. Yo, he knows I'll be throwing off the name on a regular basis, but it's love. It's all love. But yeah, I'm glad to have an opportunity to connect with you guys. I was able to come down and see the grocery store myself, the supermarket myself. But before we dive into the actual business and the supermarket, I want to take a moment just to let you introduce yourself to our listeners. It's your first time here on the Empower Hour. So welcome. And this is our Parlay with the People segment. So this is where we like to connect with the people and give you an opportunity to really connect with the community. So welcome.
Thank you. Well, where do I start? I start from the far. Strangely enough, I studied microbiology.
Mm-hmm.
I had no interest in doing anything else but sciences.
Okay.
Growing up, even as little as I can remember, I was maybe 4 or 5 year old. Little boys, they drink about being firefighters or whatever. I wanted to be a surgeon. I wanted to do. When I was playing with my figurines, they will always get into accidents. I would just open them up.
Like, I'm here to fix you. Right.
Exactly.
Cool.
So this is what I wanted. And then growing up, I felt like, no, maybe not surgeon, but I still wanted to be in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into biology.
Okay.
While doing biology on the side, I was doing other things. I was doing a bit of martial arts, whatever. But biology was my main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Until I actually got into biology.
Right. Yeah, right.
And I got there and I was thinking, what am I doing here?
Really?
Yeah. It's like I realized I love learning about that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate doing it.
Right. Okay, yeah.
And for other things, it was the opposite. Like, I really loved doing computer repairs and things like this, but I hated the idea of studying it.
Okay, wow. What a conundrum. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Right.
I was at this carrefour in my life. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I decided, you know what? Biology is not for me. I cannot stay in a lab in the basement of some hospital trying to maybe find a cure for cancer or find a molecule that nobody knows.
Right.
And then in the end, we don't know what it's for. And 50 years down the road, I got a Nobel Prize. I want immediate results.
Right, that's it.
I want
instant gratification. Like,
yes.
damn it. Right.
I need something now.
Just come from what?
So I said, you know what? Let me just take a little job. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't want to go to McDonald's.
Right.
So I figured, hey, why not Walmart?
Right, exactly. Yes, that's a level up. Right.
I said, it's not that bad. I'll go there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time I was actually working for somebody else because I was working on my own all the time.
Okay.
Repairing computers, doing tutorat, doing those kind of things. I even sold knives at some point. I was going door to door, selling knives. Hey, I got knives. What's up? That was great.
Right.
I learned a lot of things.
Right. Yeah.
But at Walmart, I felt like, okay, now I'm here taking orders from other people. I don't like it that much.
Right.
But I was very surprised to realize that I've loved it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Contact with the customer, with
That's
the people.
It. Yeah.
And the good thing was also, it was in Côte des Neiges, which is very multicultural.
Yeah,
so
big time.
Everybody that would come in the store were different. We had the Filipinos, we got Black, we got Quebecois, we got Italians, we got so many different people.
Nice, yeah.
And they were all looking for something different.
That's true, yeah.
And I was so happy to serve them and to arrange the store, do the inventory. I've learned so much over there.
Right, yeah. And and sorry to cut you, what I appreciate about what you're saying is because I think people take it for granted. Like and we joked about McDonald's and stuff like that, but those type of jobs like McDonald's and Walmart and different things, they teach you core values when it comes to interacting with customers, when it comes to teaching you certain disciplines. So I encourage a lot of people who are getting into the work field, start there. Like it's nothing, a lot of times you're usually looking for people because there's a high turnover rate, because that's just the reality of the industry. But it's a great starting point. So yeah, and like you just said, it gave you an opportunity to interact and communicate and to learn how to work for other people, and there's a value in that. So anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, that's a good point you're bringing. So I really enjoyed that part of my work over there.
Right, yeah.
Some days are bad,
Of course, like anything, yeah.
But overall, I liked it, and this is why I stayed there for 7 years.
Wow. Okay.
I was very surprised with myself, like 7 years in a company.
Right. Yeah.
But
that's when you have a passion for it. When you're enjoying it, then it no longer feels like work. Right. That's like you're able to do it, and you're able to do it with a smile, and it doesn't feel as burdensome, so to speak.
Exactly. So I discovered how much I loved customer service. How much I love interacting, serving people, and at first, I felt a bit bad because I was thinking, and here I am just putting peanut butter on a shelf while I was supposed to find a cure for cancer, right?
Right.
What am I doing here?
Right.
But just seeing people, meeting people, that was enough for me.
Yeah.
And I started to enjoy the simple things, the little things, and
well said.
Learning a lot about just basic operation procedures. I had this manager. He comes and he tells me little things like, "Hey, place this on the left and this on the right, and put it up, put it down." And then he tells me, "Do you know why we're doing it?" I say, "No." And he tells me, "Okay, you need to kind of place it like this. You have to create a story. You need to make it beautiful for the customer. Think about the customer." Then another day, "Hey, do you know how we do an inventory?" And then he shows me how to do it. You have to count this number. And not only managers, also co-workers. "Hey,
Right.
come here. I'm going to show you this." And
Nice.
after that, it was my turn to pass it on. A new guy and I, "Hey, come. I'm going to show you how to scan this product." And
Right.
I was very lucky to be in that specific store in Côte d'Ivoire because it's a smaller store. So we were all very much connected.
Oh, very cool.
And I know it sounds very corporate, saying like, "Hey, we felt like a family." But in that case, I could say that it's true. And I sometimes Offrey asks me, "Oh, do you miss Walmart?" I say no, but I do miss those people.
Right, yeah. You see, that is awesome. Yeah, and it's good to be able to establish those bonds. And again, like you said, your goal was to cure cancer, but little do you know, like even every little subtle act that could make a person feel better, that could make a person like that could help a person just smile or feel better throughout their day. It is a cure in a way, like because again, like we're in a society in a world where everything's heavy and there's a lot of negative, but there's a lot of power in a smile. There's a lot of power in just telling a person hello, and I guess we could start to segue, because I could tell the experience that you guys have in interacting with people from just the first day I met you guys. When I came into the grocery store, I came with my family, and you had the sister that's working there who does who's helping with the produce and stuff like that.
Yeah, Miriam.
And you and I met you guys the first two people I had seen, and the smiles that you guys gave us, and my children even asked me, they're like, "They know you guys?" And I'm like, "No, it's my first time meeting them." They're like, "Wow, that's because you guys received us in a way that made us feel like we're at home, right? Where my children thought we knew each other before." And so that is, I have to give you guys props for that, because that's what it's about. When you own a location, when you own a store, and as a consumer, as a client, we want to feel that. We want to feel, we don't want to go into a location and the person who's behind the counter glances at us and looks away. It's like, all right, it's like, hey, okay, hi to you too, it's just like, so being able to make eye contact and being able to, have a little, it's like that body language or whatever the case, but just to make the person feel at home coming into the store. Kudos. So now let's transition, because now you've taken all this knowledge, this information, this experience, and now you've brought it into the grocery store. So let's talk about it. So what has been actually, even before we talk about the experience so far running it, let's talk a little bit about the background. How did this come to being? Like, how did the manifestation of this supermarket come into being?
I'm someone that is very open-minded and love to take risks.
Right.
I'm a bit crazy.
I like that.
And I was lucky enough to find a guy crazier than me.
Right. Okay, cool. I like
He
that.
just came one day into the store and he was asking, I don't even remember what he was asking for, but he was asking for to speak to a manager. At this point, I was personal manager, kind of like HR kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
And he was asking me for managers and everything, information. He wanted to get into contact with people because this is what he does a lot. Like, hey, this is my name. Give a card. They call me when you get this. And I couldn't find exactly what he was looking for.
Right. Okay.
And at some point, he was coming and he was a regular customer. So I just knew him as a customer.
Okay.
And one day he said, you know what? Let's take a coffee. I'm
Okay.
like, crazy guy wants me to take a coffee. What kind of stalker is that? And the worst thing is, tell me, I know you. Have been watching you for about 2 years. Okay, you've been watching me for 2 years. Wow.
Awkward.
I'm like, okay. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I go take a coffee with the guy
Right.
and offer his telling me about his project, his dream, his vision. How he wants to build that for the community, how he wants to help encourage black businesses and all that. And I'm here and I listen to him. I'm like, cool. And
I can measure that. Right. Yeah.
and on one side, I'm like, oh, that's a dreamer. That's good.
Right. Yeah.
And then I realized, hey, he has a dream.
Right. Yeah.
The man has a dream.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
And I don't know anything about him.
Okay.
But I say, okay, you know what? I got some free time. Sometimes maybe in the weekends we can meet. So we start meeting, we start talking.
Cool.
And then little by little things become more concrete.
Right. Yeah.
Right. He's about, okay, you've been to Walmart. I was still working at Walmart. And he's like, what do you think about this? What do you think? And that's at the beginning, I was kind of just come a consultant.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Just giving me some ideas of how to do it because he has no idea how to run a grocery store.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, you know what? You should start with this. Do you have someone for the fridges? You should look for that. You should look for that. And after a while, he comes and tells me, okay, I need you to come with me. Let's find a location. Let's find this. Let's find that.
Okay.
And I started to get really more involved, designing the plan.
Okay.
And I started doing things I actually never did at Walmart.
Nice. Okay.
But
so he's leveling you up now. Now you're expanding.
yeah, like I did the whole floor plan.
Okay. Nice.
So this kind of thing, we did the standard operation protocol from the ground up.
Okay.
Like, okay, this is how things will run. We do this, we do this, we do this.
Wow.
How much we did the budget. We did everything from the ground up.
I like that.
And at some point, I realized this is real. It's not just a what if scenario. This is real. So I went up to my manager and I said, hey, end of the year, I'm quitting.
Wow.
I got a project. So here's my...
Like
because I really enjoyed the team, I gave them 2 months notice.
Oh, that's beautiful. Right. Yeah.
But I said, hey, in 2 months, I'm gone. And I started to get really more involved and here we go now.
Wow.
I'll send you pictures later because you've seen the store.
Yes, of course.
You haven't seen how it was like before.
No, that would be awesome.
I'll send you a picture of how
Please.
it used to be, like the empty space.
Okay.
And I remember the first day that we got the keys. And we entered with this empty space because it was a dollar store before.
Okay.
That moved and all the paint that was scrapped and the floor removed and it was empty, barren, like a demolition zone.
Right.
No more walls, nothing.
Just like they took everything. Yeah.
And Offrey looked at it and he said, I need to go outside 1 minute. Just overwhelming of seeing like this is real. We have all this to do. But I was like, that's it. That's all the possibilities. And I was like a little kid.
Yeah, because you're a scientist deep down. So all you need is space and you can make stuff happen. You could create a world.
And it reminded me of when I was about 4 years old, the first time I moved in a new apartment, and it was completely empty, and I ran everywhere, and I was sliding on the floors. I felt the same joy.
Oh, that's
seeing
exciting.
that it's empty. I was like, okay, the fridge will be there, and the cashiers will be there, and I was seeing everything. And I had the floor plan in my hand, and I was looking back and forth, left and right. And I was like, okay, this. And then we put the gondolas, we put the shelves, we put everything one step at a time. And we finally opened in October.
Wow. Yo, and again, kudos. Andrew, this is where you cue the claps. Clap, clap, clap. Let's take a quick positive cause just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of HJCourtierAuto.com. That's HJCourtierAuto.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to the next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M-City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other. This I have to say, because this is like, again, like I'm proud, and now, and even hearing the behind the scenes story, this is inspirational. Like this is awesome. I'm glad to have you on the show. Is this your first interview? Like
it is my first interview.
Yo, I'm glad that we're doing it today. We're breaking the ice on the Empower Hour. We're probably with the people, because I honestly feel with the passion and with the vision that you guys have, we're on the brink of something huge. Like this is Idia is going to be like a Provigo, like a Maxi, like a Super C, and we're going to see them across Canada, like if not across the globe. Like I really I'm proud of seeing what you guys are doing, and I want to encourage the vision a lot. So that's huge. Okay, so we opened in October. So that's October 2022, where so that like the struggle is real. Like there was, because first of all, October last year was a rough year.
Yes,
for a lot of people.
And
like
we were even supposed to start earlier, but we had some drawbacks with the refrigeration and construction and things like this. So we had to push the date and push
Wow,
and
you
push.
see?
We were supposed to open, I think, in as early as, if it was not April, it was like March or
Wow. That's
not
huge.
April, May, June.
Okay,
and
right.
push, push, push.
More like a summer open.
Yeah.
Wow,
And then
okay.
it's like, okay, you know what? Let's try to be open before the back to school.
Right.
And then it was no, and we put October.
Wow. Okay. That's where the struggle started becoming real, because now you have this huge space and you can't open. You can't get people in there.
Exactly.
Okay, and so this is and community, as you guys are listening, again, this is where we're calling on community, and you guys called on community as well, because I remember talking to Fury, and he was saying like people did come and help, like when it came time to building, when it came time to helping with the installations, and he was explaining like you guys literally put in the floors, like it was like you guys were doing the work from the ground up.
Yeah, we actually did the floor.
Like literally.
Literally,
Like,
I was on my knees for weeks.
That is
Literally.
inspirational. No, guys, you have to know, like, and this is it. This is an example of really like work ethic. This is an example of like that sweat equity that people talk about.
Yes.
You know, that
Yes.
it's like, really, guys, it's like this is the labor of love for the community, because it's like the whole concept of opening a grocery store. It's not you're not just feeding yourself. You're not just setting up something where you could make sure you're eating. Like, you're setting up something for food security.
Because
Right.
if it was not for the community, I'm pretty sure that Offray would not have started that, or we would have started something small, like another prop and shop,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Just, okay, we do that. But the vision was really, let's do something different. Let's do something big. Let's be a one-stop shop for everybody.
I love that.
That you don't have to go left and right, and you can, as much as possible, try to find everything you need under the same roof.
I love that.
At affordable prices.
That's what I'm
so
talking
we're
about.
trying really to have competitive prices that we can really I want to say, I will dare say it, compete with IGA,
Good.
Provigo,
Yes,
and Metro.
Bro, prends ta place, G.
Yeah, oui.
Of course. Of course. Take your place. That's what you guys are here for. And we're here for it. As a community, it's our time. Like, this is now where we show, like, you guys did the work to set it up. Now it's our turn as a community to do the work and to keep it going. Right? And and this is the call to community. And because, like we say all the time, food security, like right now in the times that we're going into, if we're not mindful, we will starve. Like, and our children will look at us like, yo, WTF, you didn't see this coming? Like, it's like, really. And so it's like, we really need to start being strategic. And that's, again, like you said it, and I appreciate it. And when I was getting the tour, the prices are exceptional. Like, you guys are really making it where it's like it is affordable for the community, and there's options. And I remember where you guys were even showing me where you could get peas by weight. So if if you can't afford a package, like, you could weigh yourself in terms of what you could afford. And it's like, it's just different. It's subtle, different little things, but it makes a world of a difference. And you guys are educating me as well in terms of milk, and in terms of how the due dates and stuff works, and how, and you guys are like, you're able to offer 60% off with certain products on the shelves. I think it was within the fridge and stuff like that. Anyways, these are all things that I was getting the tour and the knowledge about, and I'm encouraging our listeners, go and ask questions. Say you want to see where all these mega sales are in the store, and let Eric and whoever else is in there give you a tour and show you where all the discounts are in the store. But and now I want us to start segueing, because we want to start we need some call to actions. So now, how can we as a community help the store?
Realize first that this store is for you guys. You want to shop, come and see us. See what we have. Let's say you come and you don't find a product that you're looking for. Tell us.
Right.
Don't just because it happens. You enter, you look around, you take some product, and then people go out and hey, how was your visit? How was your tour? Did you find everything? Oh no, I was looking for that product, but you not have it. Hey, I can have it.
Yeah.
Come back next week. Quick phone call. I call a supplier. Hey, do you have this product? Yes, because we just opened.
I love that.
We don't know yet what people are looking for exactly.
I love
so
that.
we need feedback.
Okay.
So people tell us, I'm looking for that, I'm looking for that fish, I'm looking for that meat, I want this, I want that, I want this special pea. Hey, I'm from Trinidad and I want this specific spice. Do you think you can have it?
Yes.
And then there's one Trinidadian and two Trinidadian and three Trinidadian asking me the same spice. I'm like, hey, you know what? We're going to have it.
Yeah, I love that.
And then they come back and they find it and they're happy. And I love that people who came since the opening in October, and now they come again today and they're becoming repeat customers and they see the progress. And they tell us, hey, I see that the shelves are way fuller than before. Oh, more variety. The prices are still good.
Yeah, exactly.
And they keep coming and they send more people and the baskets are getting bigger. This is what I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see the store full of people.
Yes.
Of our community coming in together. Because we are Afro-Caribbean, right? Ofre, he's Nigerian.
Okay.
I'm Asian. So I got Africans asking me for some product that I've never heard of. I said, I got no clue. And then I got this Cameroonese cashier and say, hey, come here.
Right, yeah.
You will know it.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, I got my Asian brother that come and ask Ofure about some product. He has no idea what they're talking about. Say, hey, ask me.
Right.
I know.
That's it. You see? And I love it. And being like, being of Trinidadian descent and being able to go into a grocery store, a supermarket, I have to say, where the people know what I'm talking about, I could resonate, it makes a world of a difference. You just feel at home when, like, just the artwork that you guys have up on the walls, and I have to give you guys props as well, even just in the name and the branding and how you guys set it up, because it's not like Supermarché Afro-Caribbean. Right. And I think there's a value in that, because you want to make sure it's inclusive. You want to make sure everybody feels at home and you don't want to alienate any culture. So if you're and by being too specific in the way the brand in your name in the store, it will, unfortunately, like other people who don't see themselves like that, they won't feel like coming into the store, so to speak, like, but having a name like Idia, and I got to learn the history of the name as well, which is awesome. I don't know if you wanna share. Do you want to share the story about the name?
Yeah, I can go ahead. Idia was actually an African queen that was from Benin. That was the region of Nigeria back then. And she's a queen that fought for the throne of her son. So she was seen as a very strong woman, full of course, willpower, and that was an interesting story.
Yeah. And
it's Ofre that came with the name, and it was really it meant something. Like, okay, we keep fighting, we keep defending, we keep moving forward.
Yeah.
It's not just like you said, Marché Africa.
Right, yeah, that's it.
It like, there's other stores there that have like Adonis, or things like that. So like, hey, we need something that means something.
Exactly. Yep. And that there's power in that, man. There's power in the name. So it's like, again, everything was well thought out, and that's what I appreciate about what you guys are doing. I appreciate the vision. I appreciate where we want to go. So the goal now, as consumers, we want to go and check it out. So you guys are located in Chateauguay.
Yes, right. And we chose Chateauguay because outside of Montreal, it is the place in Quebec where you have the biggest Black community, and it's still growing.
Right, yeah, big time. Okay,
yeah.
I love that.
So it was just an obvious choice to go there, and also Chateauguay is developing right now.
Yeah,
and they do have Afro-Caribbean supermarket store, like small mom and pop, but there's nothing very big. Ethnic, multicultural.
Yep, exactly.
In Chateauguay, people have to cross the bridge, go to Montreal, go to La Salle.
That's it.
Some people, they go all the way to Ville Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
So realizing that the community in Chateauguay was, even if we market ourselves as an Afro-Caribbean supermarket, we realized that the multicultural community is huge in Chateauguay.
It is, yeah, smart.
We decided to open our doors to everybody, so we decided that our meat will be halal.
Good.
We have a lot of Filipino product right now because we realized there's a huge Filipino community. What else do we have? We got some Italians and Greek asking for their product.
Nice.
We had Indians looking for a lot. They want some masala. They're looking for, I think the name is charan. It's like the chickpea flour. I hope I had got the right name right. Basan.
They'll know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Well, we have that.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
So people from a lot of different communities, they were coming and they said they don't even realize at first sometimes that it's an Afro-Caribbean supermarket.
That's
they just
what's up.
come and they see, wow, it's huge and you guys have everything.
Right, yeah. See? Good. And that's what you want. That's the experience and that's the feel. And actually on that note, so let's say I'm a member of the community and I sell something like pepper sauce. Big shout out Boom's Pepper Sauce. That's one of our avid listeners, and he has a dope pepper sauce. So let's say we're out there and so I'm a producer in the community and I would like to sell, like I would like my product sold from the grocery store. Is that possible? Can we come and see you? How does that work? Like, will you guys take our product on consignment? Will you guys purchase from us and put it on the shelves? How do those things work when you run a grocery store?
Yes, there's always opportunity. But like I said, our goal is to keep affordable prices too.
Yeah.
So it's important that we are able to meet a point where the customers will be able to benefit from having the product and having it at a good price.
Okay.
It's really more offer that takes care of that. But yes, it happens that we can have a supplier that comes and, hey, I would like to try a product, and it all depends on how it works.
Okay.
We can try the product for a little time. We can put it on the shelf. We can do offre de lancement, special price at the beginning.
That's it.
There's a lot of opportunities. I would encourage anybody that would have product that they would like to put forward to come to the store, first visit the store and ask to talk to either me or Ofere.
Okay.
And just ask for the manager. And
that's it. You guys make it
then we
happen.
exchange contact. I got so many contacts on my phone right now.
That's
so
it.
I scroll and so
that is awesome. Just connecting with the community, because again, like, this is it. And as we say, this is the community. As you guys are listening, this is your store, right? So it's like what other better place? Because this is like, you guys are probably setting up the next Walmart for our community, or the next Costco, the next Loblaws, the next, like, this is ours, and it's something to be proud of. The next Adonis, even, so I think this is something to be proud of, and I feel but when members of the community also start putting their products on the shelves, it gives them that additional sense of pride. They can help to promote it and put it out and different things like that. One of the little nuggets I would suggest, if you haven't already done it, maybe even have a little feedback form on your website, so people could right away, even before they go, start telling you things that they're looking for, right? Like make it where they could come on there and fill it in.
Oh, for now, people do it on their Facebook page.
Nice.
In the meantime,
Okay.
so you can go on Supermarché Idia on Facebook, Instagram. You can DM, post comments, and we reply very fast.
I love that.
This is exactly where we got a lot of suggestions from some product that people want us to carry, and that in the end we got.
Nice. See, okay, so if I'm a consumer and I'm listening to this and I hit you guys up on Instagram or Facebook and I tell you guys, okay, I'm looking for a particular product. I'm trying to think, like, I drink almond milk, so I need a particular kind of almond milk. All right, so I tell you this. When it comes in, will you let me know? Like, you'll message me, tell me we got this new product in for you guys and
Yes.
stuff like that. Yeah, bro. This is
There's
serious.
even some customers that were not active on the Facebook page. They come in person, and I got their number.
Right.
And I told them, I'll call you when we have it. And I called them,
Nice.
and they came to your store and they got their product.
Yeah, I love this. So, okay, so now, how do we find the store? What's the address and phone number? And again, let's give people the social media handles so that they could connect with you guys.
Sure. Address in Châteauguay, 72 Boulevard Saint-Jean-Baptiste.
Okay, so that's the main boulevard, guys. Like, that's the main boulevard. When you're coming off the bridge, you're driving straight, you get the cheap gas, you keep going down, keep coming down, and it's on your left side right by the A&W.
Exactly, right behind the A&W. It's a little shopping mall. You don't see it that much from the road, but look on your left.
That's it.
It's right behind the A&W. And yeah, you mentioned the cheap gas. That's really good because it's true. People.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I said that people from Shadowgate won't have to cross the bridge to go to Montreal, but the opposite happened. We
Of
got people
course.
from Montreal
Yep.
coming to the store saying, "Hey, gas is cheap. I'm going there. I'm going to go to Kanawake, take a
That's-
cheap gas. I buy there, and I go back to Montreal."
That's exactly it. 100. Yo, you got it. You got it. You got it. That's huge. You should actually create a deal with the people who own the gas stations. As people come, they promote the grocery store too, because that's happening. We're crossing the bridge for the gas. Like I know people who travel from Pierrefonds. Shout out MC Solo. He travels all the way from Pierrefonds to go to Kanawagi to get gas because it's just cheaper, and it's like so he's already out there. So definitely, but I'm anticipating, I'm expecting the community to travel from all over the place. Is it already happening? Do you see people coming from outside of Chateauguay? Do you see
We've got people from the West Island.
See?
We had people from Laval.
Wow, you see,
Yeah,
Good.
we got people from Montreal.
Yeah, that's guys, and this is it. Like we should be traveling. I make jokes about it all the time, but like back in the day when there's a Montgomery bus strike, people walked very far to to have an impact and to make a difference. This is a simple drive. Like I think it's like the furthest anybody be coming from is maybe 30 minutes by car. So stop it. Like we could definitely make an effort to see something like this thrive in our community, to see something like this grow. This is a perfect example of why like the OFC exists, because we want to promote businesses that are going to create a legacy, that are going to create an opportunity for employment for our community. This is how you sustain a community, by having businesses like this, like a supermarket, where we all do our part. We come in and we buy, we support, we invest, encourage to make sure that the store thrives. As you guys thrive, you create more employment opportunity. So now our young daughters and our sons are no longer caught up on the street doing random things, because they can find work within the community, right? And that's huge. And to say and I love the journey, your life experience, like where it brought you from, because at heart you're a scientist, you're a genius, right? And you've taken this into like you said, you joked about wanting to create a cure for cancer, but this is what you're doing. Is another cure for another sickness that we have on the planet. Like food security is a big deal. Not being able to have something to be proud of is a big deal. Like these are things that it's transgenerational. Done well, it's going to have an impact for generations to come. So again, I'm proud of what you guys have done. Huge kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
Before we wrap up, I was like putting our guests on the spot, and I asked that you leave our listeners with some empowering words, right? As this is the Empower Hour. So, what kind of empowering words would you like to leave with our listeners today?
When I was younger, I was doing a lot of martial arts, and one of the books I've read was from Bruce Lee. And there was one sentence in that book that marked me, that was like, be like water. You have to adapt. You have to mold into the situation you're in. But at the same time, don't forget that water is strong. Water can erode things. You always think about water flowing between the land,
right?
But it's actually that water carved its way through the land and created its own path.
Wow.
So you see, as the earth that guides the water, the water goes wherever it wants to go and will dig its way through. And at the same time, it will just adapt to everything. So be like water.
I love that. My brother Eric, thank you again for being a guest with us. Thank you for what you've done and what you and your brother Furi have created. And again, I'm encouraging this vision. I'm encouraging our community. Come out, check you guys out, find you guys online. Yeah, go ahead.
I just remembered, this is the Empower Hour. So if you come to the store and you mention Empower Hour, we'll give you a little something.
Yes, good, guys. You have heard it here. Go to the store, mention the plug, mention the Empower Hour, and we got you. Yeah, you'll come. You'll definitely leave there with a smile, right? Yeah, we got you. Again, check it out. And the spelling of the supermarket, I want to make sure everybody gets it correct. So Idia, spelled Idia.
Yes.
Super simple.
Very simple.
Idia, guys. Check out Supermarket Idia on everything. Instagram, Facebook, all social medias. Google them, find them. Tell a friend, share, post. You guys know what you got to do. Again, thank you for supporting. Thank you for being a part. And thank you for listening to Parlay with the People. Peace, everybody.
Kings and queens, this was the Empower Hour with Pharaoh Freeman, Queen Kaya, and Gina the Great. We are on live every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. and broadcasting Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. on CKUT 90.3 FM. Hopefully you got your dose of entertainment, enlightenment, and empowerment. Subscribe and watch us on empowermtl.com and email us at empowermtl@gmail.com to anonymously be featured on our What's the Tea Mail segment. Stay blessed, black, and highly favored.